for tuning in to my channel. I'm certainly happy to see everybody here. Today, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. Her name is Michelle. So I am showing you this because I made this when I was in grade school at some point. I'm not even sure when. Let's just say that this little creature was created many years ago, so many years ago that it is multi-vintage at this point, if there were such a term. She decided to leave me and move to Arizona. And so that is where I'm coming to you from today, is Prescott, Arizona. And I'd like to introduce you to, but the real Michelle.
The owner of Mr. Bunny.
That is right, that is right.
The original mark on the bottom.
Yeah, it literally says, well, now I don't have my glasses on, I can't
What
read
does it say? Hold on, we're both blind. Hold the top so it doesn't break.
That's how
I didn't bring it
vintage.
this far. It says from AR to MW.
Yeah, that's us.
That's
y'all.
us.
That's us. I'm
So-
Angela, this is Michelle, and I am here in Prescott, Arizona, and just we'll give you a little bit of a lesson on how to pronounce properly the name of this city.
I mean, it looks like Prescott.
I know, and a lot of people say that.
So many
and it
people
drives
say
me
that.
crazy.
But it's Prescott, like biscuit.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
when you gave me that little hint, that is how I learned it, and I have been passing it on since. So if you have been calling it Prescott, please stop.
Don't do that.
Just don't do it. So anyway, we're here this weekend so I could see my buddy.
Yes.
And I introduced her to the wild world of thrifting. And let me tell you, she's a natural because I found some things, yes, but I will tell you, she found some of the most awesome things, and we're going to share those with you today. If you plan on coming to Prescott, Arizona, I would recommend this community for thrifting. The very first experience that I had was going to the Salvation Army that was downtown. Salvation Army, they were assisting folks that were food insecure, which was a great cause, of course. And then as I found some things in the thrift section of the Salvation Army, I found some really awesome things like Tommy Bahama. I found some pearl snap shirts, just some really, some high-end linen shirts, 100% linen. So it was really nice, and the people who work there are fabulous. But when I went to go pay for the items, nothing had a price tag on it. So I just said, you know, how much do I owe you? And they said nothing, it's free. And I, as you can imagine, I know that many of you out there would do the exact same thing. Said, want to make a donation. And the nice thing about that too was that they have several different causes and they can apply your donation to any part of it. So our donation went to the kids camp, and Michelle has worked with kids for a very long time as a therapist. Yes. Working with troubled kids has really made an impact on the earth. Really made a difference.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I really impact the earth too. But,
what else?
you know, I'm hoping there's contribution for the better good
Yes,
for the youth
absolutely.
of America.
Yes, for the youth and also for the environment. And that is another great thing about thrifting, is that we keep things from going into the landfill. So let's look at some of the things that we were able to acquire at a different thrift store. It is the Thrift store, the DAV. That's right. And it's on 5th Avenue. You want to tell the story about why they call it the Thrift?
There is a story that I've heard in the past about a gentleman who used to either work there or he just frequented that specific store, and he couldn't say thrift. And so he'd always say Thrift. And it reminds me of my grandpa, actually.
Yeah.
That's something my grandpa would say, because he used to call Arby's the R&B's. So, you know, it kind of reminds me of my grandpa. And so they very sweetly named the store the Thrift store, and it's, you know.
Yep, it's literally spelled on all of their
T-R-I-F-T,
social media.
yep.
T-R-I-F-T, yes. So super cute and very similar model almost. So we found all these amazing things, but almost nothing had a price tag on it. So again, we went up to the counter and the guy kind of went through our stuff and he said, $45. So
now we're going to show you.
Yes, now we're going to show
$45
you what $45 will get you at the Thrift store.
At the Thrift
So
store.
starting out, we found these awesome Hey Dudes. Look at this. Hey Dudes are very popular right now on reselling sites. So if you find a pair of Hey Dudes in great condition like these, pick them up. So we found those, and we found this bag. It's called the Mish bag. And from what I've seen, the comps are pretty good. This looks to be vintage. It's in great condition. This is a denim down here and then like an ostrich leather pattern on the top. I don't know if it's super valuable, but I just really enjoyed it and thought it was really beautiful.
I thought it looked good for her.
Yeah. I was like, what do you think of this? And she's like,
I'm like, watch.
yeah. and then I went, she's like, oh yeah, now I see it.
Yes, now I see it. That's exactly it.
And then from a practical standpoint, I literally just before this trip was saying, I need something to travel with that will keep my jewelry safe. And look what I found. This crocodile patterned jewelry roller item. So just a pragmatic item, but I thought it was also beautiful. And it's purple, which I love. So yeah, can't go wrong there. And then again, selfishly, sorry guys, this is just stuff for myself. I found a stamper for when I do some crafting, and I found these awesome Christmas cards that are made from eco-friendly paper, and I just thought they were super cute. And so if you're on my Christmas card list, you'll be getting one of these.
Preview.
Yeah.
Preview.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. And then a practical item was the
It is a pencil sharpener.
Yes. Pencil sharpener, highly technical. So that's why I need my friends here
to have an app.
Yeah, no app. This is old timey. This is like back in the day, manual. You got to actually crank it. Mm-hmm.
Gotta go.
Mm-hmm. And what was the
Albert Alligator Pencil Chomper? Yeah. Please don't make me sing this song.
Yes. Everybody wants to hear the
I have
song.
to do it in the commercial voice and go, okay. Albert Alligator Pencil Chomper.
That's right.
Okay. I just did that.
You sure did. Now, show everybody what you found.
These. Now, they're salt and pepper shakers, and they're pewter. And I don't know, I was really drawn to them. They're heavy, you know, they've got nice heft. I do like heavy things. I like heavy dishes, heavy silverware. I don't think we know a lot about them, but they are adorable.
They're really adorable. We tried to look up the comps, and it's just hard to find there were similar designs, but hard to tell if it's the same exact design. So we'll have to do a little bit more research on those, but they were really cute. And then you found that one too.
Now this is what, like hammered aluminum, probably.
Exactly.
I just pulled that out of my back pocket.
See, she's a natural.
And this says United States Military Academy. And I believe it was used as an ashtray because I had to scrape some stuff out of there because she wanted to know if it was damaged. And I think it was cigarettes.
Yes.
I think it was ashes.
Yes. So, and I was saying to Michelle too that on reselling platforms that ashtrays have come back in vogue. Well, I don't know if people are actually using them for smoking. I hope not. You know, perhaps collecting coins or whatever, but this is definitely vintage and a great find by you.
Ring dish. Good ring
Oh,
dish.
yes, that would be.
Yes.
Would be.
Oh, the
You
deer.
found-
The deer.
You found that one too.
Now, we are happy to report that this deer is from the 40s.
Yes.
It's adorable. We are sad to report that the other deer that used to be with it in the 40s, we could not find on the shelf.
His old friend is not to be found.
So maybe you have his friend.
Yeah.
Because he is adorable. I'm going to get close.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Super
and
cute.
vintage, like way vintage from the 40s.
From the 40s.
My mom was born in the 40s, so, you know.
So
Had to
super
have
cute
it.
little guy. Yes,
Had to have it.
absolutely. And you found this little guy too.
I did. I liked the shape because it was unusual, and it turns out that it's Avon. I don't remember if we found a date on it specifically, and it is basically monogrammed with a C.
Letter C.
Yeah, the letter C.
You could put coins in there.
You could put coins in here.
You could put cash in there.
You could put cash in there. Oh my
You could
gosh.
put cashews
Oh,
in there.
I see how good this is.
You could put chestnuts in there.
Such a good find.
Yes.
Oh my.
And it's heavy. That
It is really heavy.
Yeah.
And there are no chips. It's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
For some reason, it felt good in my hands.
Yep, and it's
I'm
got
very
Avon marked on the bottom.
sensory.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But another good find by you. And we did look up the comps, and it looks like this might sell for around $20 or so. And there are some different Avon collectible items that can sell for more or less. So really check the comps on that. Yeah, a really great find by you.
Yes. Okay, what else do we have?
Well, this is another practical item. Not so exciting, but from Nordstrom. And these are actually actually vintage. You can tell from the font that was used here, and we did do some comps on this, but I'm not sure that we'll sell these. I mean, maybe we will, but I thought from a practical standpoint, these are great for taking pictures of shoes, like these Hey Dudes. Like I might slip those right in that Hey Dude, and then it'll look like Hey Dude has a foot.
That's right.
Yeah, see? So there you go. So more to come on that. Again, looked up the comps, and comps would be around, I think, around $20 to $30 if I remember correctly. Yeah, so not a terrible find there either. And again, we're keeping it from going into a landfill. You want to talk about these?
I don't know much about these. They are wooden, and they are from Paris, France.
Yep, they are signed on the back.
There are four.
Yep,
Four of them.
There are four of them. One or two are in sort of iffy condition.
There's a little wear and tear.
There's a little bit of loss of paint there, but they're just so precious and hand painted, and the fact that they're signed on the back, I mean, I think they make a beautiful set. They're pretty lightweight, but the colors are gorgeous. The red, the black, very vibrant. So really beautiful if you like floral pieces and like to be surrounded by beauty, because these are beauties for sure. Oh, this one, I'm so excited. Well, I'm so excited for you to tell them about this little find, because it's so interesting.
So I did not know what this was at first. And then as I'm going to show you here what I saw sitting there. And then
Would you be able to tell what this is if you
Right.
saw it in a thrift store? What would you think this was? I mean, it's like,
This
oh,
is.
what is that weirdo thing?
So then when I looked at the back, it says property of the Captain and Tennille, right? You guys remember? Should we sing a little song?
I can't remember any of it. Love will keep us together.
That's the one. So these are
Everybody now.
these are castanets from the Captain and Tennille. And normally I'd be like, really, what are those doing in Prescott? But the Captain and Tennille have lived in Prescott for a long time. I believe that Daryl Dragon has passed away.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that many years ago that I saw Toni Tennille in the drive-thru at Starbucks, not kidding. And I also know that she used to take her little dogs over to the hospital here in town to visit people who were sick, so they could get a little pet therapy.
That is really
so I think
sweet.
she's a fantastic woman. I loved the Captain and Tennille in the 70s when we were growing up. So if there are any music fans out there who want some castanets that belong to the Captain and Tennille, we've got them here in Prescott.
That's right.
So there you go.
That's right. And they're made by a company called Danmar, which, again, if you just had, without the provenance of Captain and Tennille, I think that the comps on this, believe it or not, were actually pretty good. But then I think you add the provenance of the Captain and Tennille, and I think some fans out there would be interested. So would love to get that into the hands of someone who would really know how to appreciate something like that.
I have to tell you, I like just touching them going, Toni Tennille probably touched these.
Exactly.
We might be able to find a video with her.
Doing the
Doing the
castanets.
thing.
Doing
Yeah.
the thing.
That's right.
So I picked this up. You know what? After comparing it to all the stuff that you found, this is going to be very anticlimactic. So this is a little collector's dish, but it is a Ford Thunderbird 1954. And I know, well, my uncle is a car collector, a car rebuilder, and I know this would be something that he would really appreciate. He loves American-built cars. Hats off to my uncle. Hopefully there's another car collector out there that will appreciate something like that.
Or Uncle Ron, it could be a present. We don't know.
Maybe. You
don't
might
know.
get this
Yeah.
and this for Christmas.
Those two things maybe coming your way.
Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so this is a little beauty that I found. I'm a little bit embarrassed to share this, but I'm going to anyway. So actually, Michelle found these first. Do you want to talk about these?
I will tell you what I can. First off, I thought they were not attractive, but really, really unusual. And I think we have 12 of these.
Yes, 12.
And they're French opera.
Mm-hmm.
Each one has a different French opera on the plate, and they are beautifully done. And it looks like there's some gold inlaid here, and They're just unusual, completely strange, actually. But there are people out there who want these things.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. And you flip it over and it says PV on it, which then we, looked up and did the research and did the comps and found out that these are actually very collectible, and that the PV marking is also, is one of the things that makes them collectible, but they're from Limoges, France, and porcelain plates. And then in the same area, I found this, which you collectors out there will recognize PY as being made in Japan for pottery Yoshida. So also a very valuable item, but when I saw the PY, I was getting it confused with the PV. And I was like, wait a minute.
Not to be confused with Prescott Valley.
Exactly.
This is not made in Prescott Valley.
It's all very confusing, to be honest.
So many letters.
But look how cute these things are.
They are.
We have a whole set of 12 of these. Only one has some crazing on it, but the rest are in very good condition. And as Michelle mentioned, some of the gold leaf, there might be some loss of the gold leaf, but they're vintage. So they are in very good vintage condition, with the exception of the one plate that has a little bit of crazing on it. Was probably the plate that was on display while the others were stacked in the back of a display cabinet.
It's character.
It is character building.
Character.
I have some crazing.
Right? I have a little
Not
crazy.
to be
crazing too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
There you
crazing
go.
not so bad.
Okay.
So anyway, this also is a really cute piece. I'm not sure if it had a lid at one point, but there is this ridge on here. So we'll have to do a little bit more research. But we were just so excited to show you what we found.
Right.
We
Say
didn't
what the
take all the
PY
time.
stands for again?
PY, Pottery Yoshida.
In Prescott.
Yes.
Pottery Yoshida.
Yes, and the Japanese pottery, or PY, as many of you collectors will know, they started manufacturing their pottery in Japan in the 1930s. So that is, again, a very old piece and very collectible. Along the Japan theme, I also found this. It's absolutely beautiful, and this is a depiction of a Japanese persimmon. So this is either, I don't think it's a sake cup, I think it's too low to be a sake cup, but it may be a green tea cup. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. The glazing is gorgeous, and you can see that there's some texture to it. Yeah, exactly. And it's also glazed on the inside. But this persimmon is absolutely fabulous.
It is fabulous.
Gosh, I may want to keep this.
I was thinking that you should.
I think I'm talking myself into keeping it. I'm not sure.
I really think you should. I'm only part Japanese.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it should go to you. I think
You got it from me. It's contagious.
I'm like a quarter.
Exactly.
I love this.
Yeah,
It's
you talk
adorable.
about this. Yeah.
Well, she found this, but it's
Who's she?
She. This one over here with all the crazing.
Yes.
She found this, and it's a Mother's Day dish, and it's got a mama cat and a baby cat, and it looks like it was made in Denmark. And it's
that Denmark blue.
1971. So although in my mind that was only 30 years ago, I understand that I'm not mathing well. So this is vintage, and it's adorable.
Yes.
Yes.
Really cute. Anything with cats or animals, but cats specifically, Mother's Day is coming up. So if you find something like this that's sort of cat themed or Mother's Day themed, now might be the time to get that, but not just get it, you actually have to list it. It's no good to get the things if you don't list the things, because then they become yours. And then you may be accused of becoming a hoarder.
Right.
So
let's
avoid that, shall
Or
we?
you have shelves that look like.
No, those are beautiful.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
those
I'll
are
take
beautiful.
I'll take it.
So here is another dish that says made in Japan. I have not been able to find any comps on it, but speaking of hoarding, I love this so much. I honestly may just keep this myself. I was drawn to it from the jump. So it's got the edges are uneven, which I really like. It makes it interesting. It's just deep enough to be a ring dish, and the blue and white contrast on it, absolutely beautiful. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall. So here's the stack of opera dishes.
Yes. Yes. They
Must
are
take
so
very good
unusual. They're
care of
amazing.
those. They really
Somebody
are.
loved these.
Yes,
loved
someone,
these.
yes, you are right about that. Okay, then we found these.
I believe that says Bluemont, China from Japan.
Yes, that is right. Bluemont. Now I remember. I couldn't see it, but thank God.
So she was
your eyes
wearing
are so-
glasses in the store that are mine that aren't really mine. They're a friend of mine who
Left them in the car.
Left them in the car. So she was wearing my friend's glasses in the store and could see this. but
I'm sure they
not
weren't
so much
even
now.
they weren't my prescription. But apparently these are rare. That's what the comps showed us. I can't really attest to that myself, but maybe someone out there knows about this Bluemont and how rare it may or may not be. But we have these beautiful little dishes. There's some texture around the edges. They are in great condition. They are really a beautiful blue color. We have 4 of these. These are probably what, 5 1/4, 5 1/2 inch plates, you think?
I think they're about 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 4 of these, and then we have 2 finger bowls as well, also Bluemont. So more to come on that, but again,
They're gorgeous.
they're really beautiful. I wish you could see them in real life because of the textures. It's not scalloped, but it does have this
I
beautiful
bet it
texture.
has a name, and I don't know.
I know. I don't either. But you guys probably do. You guys are so much
It's got
smarter
ridges.
than us.
It's like
Yes.
ruffles with
Yes.
ridges. It makes it. Wait,
It is.
listen,
It's
listen.
like-
Yeah, that's what it's got.
Ruffles have ridges.
That's right.
Now I am going to let you talk about these.
Oh my
because I think
gosh.
you
Wait, or
these.
should I have done that without sound?
That's when she really means stuff. If she says like that, that's intense.
It's big.
That is like level 10.
And I have known her, what am I, 56? I've known her probably 53 of those years, and I had no idea. I went,
she does, but only when she's really moved by something.
Really excited.
If she's only, like at a level 8, she'll say, "Oh my gosh!"
right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Remember how hard
Or,
the time? We had a really hard time reading that.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again. Same thing.
I
that
can't
same
read
thing's
it.
happening. But Hackafors. Hackafors.
That's right, that's right.
Hackefors.
That's right.
And then it says Flora on each one of these, and they're all different, and they're so gorgeous and dainty
Yes.
and beautiful. And I mean, there's so many of them.
Yeah, every time you pick one up, there's a new pattern
Right?
with them.
this one.
Oh,
This is
that
your
was my
favorite.
I don't
This
know
was-
why, but it really
This is
is
strawberries. And it was the one that drew her.
Check it
I was
out.
really drawn to the pink ones and the little yellow ones. I just think there's a couple that are the same, actually.
Mhm.
They're so beautiful.
But we have 10 of these.
And they're beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
perfect. I think
Yeah.
there was one plate out of the 12 that we have
Mhm.
that had one tiny, like the embossment or whatever that is, the
Yeah,
gold
the
embossment.
gold leaf.
Yeah, the gold
Mhm.
leaf. That it had just a little spot, and the rest, you'd have to go looking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So they're
looking
really
for trouble.
They are really in great condition. So that. Oh no, that's
No,
not.
there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But
Hold
wait.
on. Lucky Brand Pearl Snap shirt. Look what great condition this is in. It is like brand new, and it is blue. So blue sells really well. It resells really well. It's also a size large. Now I would have preferred that it was an extra large or a double extra large, but for this condition, I just couldn't pass it up. So we have that one.
This is the one she got excited about, though.
Yeah,
This one right
check
here.
this out.
Yes.
Y'all, this looks very vintage to me. I don't know if it is. It's Wrangler, and it's called Cowboy Cut, and it also has the pearl snaps, but this one is extra large. And again, it's just in
Perfect.
amazing
Yeah.
condition. And then, since I am traveling, I was thinking to myself, how am I going to get all this stuff back to Raleigh? So, found this military backpack, which will, and of course Michelle offered to give me a suitcase of hers that she would pick up the
That's
next time she
right.
visited me. But I thought, well, if I get this, then I can resell it because it's really an awesome backpack. If you're a camper, if you just are a traveler of any kind.
If you are HJM, we're really sorry.
We found your backpack.
found your backpack, and it's going to Raleigh, North Carolina.
That is right, but it's got the handle that so you'll fill it up here, and then this part will roll
The hooks and
over.
yeah, all
Yep,
of
it's
it.
got hooks so that it can be a backpack, but you can also carry it by the handle. It's got pockets on it, so it's a great carry-all bag, super durable. And you know what? I was really happy. I mean, both of our fathers served in the military. Michelle's dad served in the Navy, and my dad, I think I've mentioned to you guys before, served in the Army. So, and then my uncle that we talked about earlier today was in the Air Force. So,
and these people knew each other. That's how this happened.
That's right. That's right.
That's how this happened.
That's a really good way to sort of close this out, the connection in the circle of family. So we, her dad and my uncle were best friends growing up. And of course, my dad and my uncle, while brothers, were also best friends. So the three of them kind of got this friendship started, I like to think.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate your friendship and for you to check in with us and share our excitement. And how about Michelle finding all the good stuff? And I found all the boring
good
stuff.
I did.
You're
I'm like,
good
I
at
don't know
this.
what I'm doing.
She had never even been in that shop before.
No.
So I told her, you are living really close to a gold mine here. So who knows? Maybe Michelle will join the reselling game.
Maybe I was just sandbagging her. But no,
Yeah.
I wasn't. No, I have no idea.
But who knows? Maybe she'll start sharing some of these awesome finds with you as well and keeping things out of the landfill. So thanks everyone. We'll be talking again soon. I don't know from where or when, but really appreciate you coming, and also loved introducing my friend Shelly.
This one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.